We now have a new version of Windows 11 with the release of 25H2, which means we need an updated guide to install it on unsupported hardware. When Windows 11 first launched, several workarounds were discovered that allowed older PCs to run it without major issues. Microsoft later stated that unsupported systems would not receive updates, but in practice this mainly affected major build upgrades. With every new Windows 11 release, including 25H2, a workaround is still required, even if your system is already running Windows 11. So if you want to upgrade to Windows 11 25H2 on unsupported hardware, in this video I'll show you how to do it step by step, safely and correctly. Here we are on Windows 10. I'm using this system because many people will be upgrading from Windows 10 at this point. This system is fully updated to the latest available version of Windows 10. Let me go ahead and run the compatibility check. As you can see, it fails Secure Boot, TPM 2.0, and the processor is not on the supported CPU list. So this PC does not meet the requirements for Windows 11. However, we're going to install Windows 11 anyway. So the first thing we need to do is download Rufus, and that's the tool I personally recommend. Go ahead, click on it, and get it downloaded. After that, we also need to download Windows itself. To do this, simply open Google and type Windows 11 25H2 ISO. The first result should take you directly to Microsoft's official download page. We're going to use the official ISO from Microsoft, so once you're there, select the available option, which is Windows 11, and click Download. Next, you'll need to choose your product language. This step is very important, because if you select the wrong language, the upgrade may fail. Scroll down and select English, United States, then click Confirm. At this point, the download will take quite a while to complete. In my case, I've already downloaded the file, so we can move on to the next step. Alright, let's get started. First of all, go ahead and open File Explorer, and from there, head straight into your Downloads folder. Inside this folder, you should see two things, Rufus and the Windows 11 25H2 ISO that you downloaded earlier. Now, let's install Rufus. Just double-click on it, and when Windows asks for permission through User Account Control, simply click Yes. Right after that, Rufus is going to ask if you want to check for application updates online. I definitely recommend clicking Yes here, because allowing updates enables extra features in Rufus that we'll need later on. Once that's done, the next thing you're going to need is a USB thumb drive. I'm going to plug mine in right now. As soon as the USB drive is connected, Rufus should recognize it automatically. You might notice that I already have an ISO created on this drive, but for this video, I'm going to redo everything from the beginning so you can follow along step by step. Next, go ahead and click on the Select button. From here, navigate back to your Downloads folder and choose the Windows 11 25H2 ISO we downloaded earlier. Once it's selected, just click OK. Before we move on, there's one very important step you don't want to miss. On your keyboard, press Alt+E to enable dual UEFI and BIOS mode. When you do this, Rufus will automatically switch the partition scheme to MBR. This is exactly what we want, because it allows the USB drive to boot on both UEFI and legacy BIOS systems, which means you'll be able to install Windows 11 on pretty much any computer. Now that everything is set up correctly, go ahead and click Start. A new window will pop up on the screen. At this point, make sure you select the same options you see in the video, and then click OK. You'll get a warning letting you know that everything on the USB drive is about to be erased. If you're sure you're ready to continue, go ahead and click OK one last time. After that, the process will begin. This can take a few minutes, depending on your system and the speed of your USB drive, so just give it some time and let Rufus do its thing. Now that everything is ready, we can go ahead and close all of these windows and move on to the next step. From here, open up File Explorer, click on this PC, and you'll see your USB drive with the Windows setup files already on it. Once you're there, all you need to do is double-click on Setup, and that will launch the Windows installation process. At this point, I'm going to move through the setup fairly quickly, since this part mostly involves waiting and can take a little while to complete. As you go through the setup screens, you'll notice a few options you can customize. For example, I usually choose not to download updates during the installation, because I prefer to handle updates later, once Windows is fully installed and running. As you go through the setup, there's one important thing that's going to be different. Normally, Windows checks your PC and tells you that it doesn't meet the Windows 11 system requirements. But as you can see here, this time it just skips right past that step. When we click Accept, instead of blocking the installation, it simply moves on to the next screen. This is where Rufus really shows its advantage, because it allows us to bypass the Windows 11 hardware requirements automatically. As you can see, Windows 11 Home is selected, and it's set to keep all personal files and apps. At this point, all we need to do is click the Install button, and the installation process will begin. Here is our PC after the installation of Windows 11. If we check the Windows version, you can see that this system is now running Windows 11. As you can see, the method to upgrade from Windows 10 to Windows 11 using Rufus works really well, and you can use it to upgrade many different systems, even those that aren't officially supported. If you liked this video and found it helpful, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and let me know in the comments what you'd like to see next.